So in this video, I'm literally about to break down the cost of starting a clothing brand, and it is not $0, which you believe it to be. It actually costs a few $100s to get everything started, and that is exactly why I'm making this video. I'm breaking down every single thing that you need to the T to start your clothing brand off the right way. You guys don't want to be like me 6, 7, 8 years ago, and I didn't know exactly what I needed for everything, and it took years of frustration and pain and understanding just to know these basic core things that you need to start up a brand. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Chris. I go by the Prince Machiavelli, and I run the legendary streetwear brand Lord Knows. My credentials: I've been in the game since 2014. I've been killing shit on the underground scene for years. This is a fact. This is a fucking fact. I've had some of the most dopest, influential artists in the world wear my stuff, from Yeet to Suicide Boys to Tank to Ski Master Slump God to Tankhead 666 and more. So I know what it's like going from $0 to your first $5,000 a month, your first $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month, your $10,000 a month to $20,000 a month, your $20,000 to $40,000. I done repeated that cycle over 100 times in the past, literally like 8 years. So these are the tools that you're going to need literally to even go from 0 to 10K to making your first 10K with your clothing brand. So the first thing that you're going to need before anything is a wholesale account. Now you're probably asking, what the fuck is a wholesale account? And a wholesale account is basically where you get the blank set at a wholesale price. So rather than you running up to the screen printer getting the t-shirts from him, because we all know he's adding on an extra $4, $5, $6 fucking dollars per shirt. Now we're going exactly where he gets the shirt, so he's not adding the markups. So where I go for my wholesale is SNS Activewear. They're based in California, and the reason why it's so sweet for them because they have distribution centers all throughout the United States, and they will ship everything to your screen printer or to your house within literally next day, 24 hours. If I was you guys, what I would do is go to their website, I'll fill out an application, or actually I'll get on the phone and call them and be like, hey, this is my brand X, Y, and Z, like I'm trying to set up an account. But the only thing that you're going to need before you set up a wholesale account is an EIN and an LLC. Now you're probably asking, well, Chris, I don't have an EIN and an LLC. I'm just getting started. That's okay. You guys can go into my Discord group right now in the link below. And if you guys click on the manufacturing tab and scroll to the top, contact my boy. His name is Al Truth. He's a t-shirt broker. So what I mean is he will go get the t-shirts and everything and ship them out for you. And he's only going to add like 50 cents per t-shirt or per garment, whatever that you need. So rather than you going to the screen printer, he's adding $4, $5, $6. I'm choosing, obviously it's common fucking sense. I'm choosing the 50 cents, 75 cents per order rather than my screen printer just fucking me over. So once you have the wholesale account, now we need to go find the screen printer. So I get all these questions all the time, like, well, bro, how do I find the best screen printer? Like, they're all pieces of shit in my area. No, I don't find nobody good, blah, 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 blah. So all I need you guys to do is this. Just go to Google. Once you get to Google, type in top screen printers in my area. So once you scroll down and see the ones with the best reviews, then you're going to send every single one of them out a personal email. And inside that personal email, you're going to have your tech pack. And then you're going to tell in the body of the email exactly what you're about and what your brand is about, etc. Right? And then you're going to ask them for a quote for anywhere between 20 to 30 t-shirts. Whoever sends you back the cheapest quote, then that's who you need to be working with. But you guys got to remember that they're not supplying the t-shirts. All you're asking them to do is exactly what they are, and that's a fucking screen printer. So print my shit, tag it, bag it, and fold it. And that should be what's on the quote, because you have to remember that we're bringing them the t-shirts. We're not using their shirts where they can add up an extra $5, $6 on this. And majority of the time, if you bring your own shirts, you're looking at anywhere between $6 to $9. But you always got to remember, if you're using their shirts, you're probably spending anywhere between $9 to $15 per t-shirt. So now we got our wholesale account, and now we have our screen printer in the bag. But now what we got to go do is go grab poly mailers. And where I go to grab mine's at is uline.com. And uline.com, you can call them as well, set up an account with them. It's 100% for free. So you're probably wondering what Uline is, and it's basically a large distribution for shipping and packaging supplies. So you always want to go there because they're going to give you not just only the best of the best rates and not just quick shipping, but they're also going to give you a net 30 account as well. So if you already have like your LLC and your EIN number, all you got to do is tell them what your business is, give them everything, and they're going to give you a net 30 on your account. So now you can just place everything, and now you have 30 days to pay it all back. So let's just say if I had a t-shirt drop coming up, and if I needed all this stuff right now in-house to pack up and ship everything, I can just go grab the bags and the labels right now. And then once all that money comes in from the pre-order drop, then I'm paying off Uline. So I'm basically getting it all for free the next day. And then once I do that collection, everything is getting paid off. So normally when it comes to the poly mailers, you're looking at anywhere between $60 on Uline. And when it comes to the printing labels, it's normally $100. So once we have those two things, now we are off to where to go get your website done at. And obviously we're going to use the world's greatest, Shopify. And rather than paying $19, $20 a month, I don't even know how much Shopify charges a month anymore. I'm not going to even lie to you guys. But I was going to say, you guys can click the link below. I have a Shopify link that's only $1 a month for the next 90 days. So that is enough time to help you get all of your stuff ready to get your motion going to like propel your clothing brand forward. Once we got the Shopify for $1, now what we're going to do is go into Shopify and then go to the apps. And these are the apps that you absolutely need for your clothing brand to prosper. The first one is we're going to go grab this app called Under Construction. And what Under Construction is basically a layout to shut down your website. So let's just say you're doing hype releases and hype drops. You can set the timer on there. You can update people, but nobody can access your website. But then you can collect all those emails and all those phone numbers and just collect all that data. And that's only $1 a month as well. So I highly advise you guys to do that, because you got to remember, if Shopify, Instagram, all that shit shut down today, the only collateral you have with your brand is your community. But not just only that, you need all of those emails so you can always keep serving to that community. So now once you get all those emails coming in from Under Construction, where are they going to go? I hear crickets. So now where they're going to go is to an email provider called Klaviyo. And Klaviyo is another app that you need inside of your store, period. And that's basically where you're setting up all of the flows on the back end, and the sequences and the welcome flows and the abandoned carts and everything like that. And me personally, I connect the SMS as well. And for those that don't know what SMS is, it's basically text message marketing. And that's a lot more powerful even than emails. But at the same time, you want to collect both. So once everybody puts in their information on your home screen, now since you have that Klaviyo app, it's now in sync with every single email that's coming in. It's getting transferred to Klaviyo. So now you can start building out that communication with the customer and start talking to them over and over and over. And then you just build out all these different sequences. So then when the drop comes out, you already have everything on lock, from abandoned cards, initiated checkouts, welcome series, all this good stuff, all in order. So you're always communicating with the customers, even if you have product or if you don't have product to sell. I believe the first 500 emails are for free as well. So once you get those 500, then I think it moves up to only like $20 a month. The next step is the non-negotiable needs that you need for social media. And that is, you're going to need a TikTok, you're going to need an Instagram account, and you're going to need a Discord. And the reason why I say you're going to need those three things, because one, with TikTok, we can run Andrew Tate methods and everything like that and go get hundreds of millions of people, if we do it right, to see our product. So that's just gaining the awareness, right? So then we need the IG. So now we got all of these leads that came from TikTok, and now they're following us, right? So it's almost like a funnel, and then they're following us. So they obviously like consider us, and they fuck with the product, or they fuck with the message or whatever we have going on. So then from there, it's like we need that Discord community. So then we can start building out this community, because like I said, if Instagram and all this shit went away today, but let's just say Discord was the only thing that stays, it's like, you got to think that's for free. All you got to do is add everybody inside of the Discord group. Let's say you get 3,000 people in there and you want to drop a t-shirt today. It's like at least 10% of that community that has bought into your brand already, they're going to buy. So you need to build out a Discord community as soon as possible. So then you're always communicating with your community, and everybody's in cohesiveness and everybody's attached with each other. Next up on the list, we have design software. And you're probably wondering, well, what should I use? Because I see some people, they go to Canva that are just starting out. Some people are paying others. Me, I'm a big believer that when it comes to basic design, as a clothing brand owner, you must know how to use one of these two. That's either Photoshop or that's Adobe Illustrator. So Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, one of those two, you got to really double down on and like build out your creative skill set on there as a brand owner. Because there's going to be times where you have a designer and let's just say he's lacking, or he got a lot of projects and you just all over the place, like, what the fuck? Like, but you don't know how to do it yourself, but it's probably really simple. Like, I highly advise you guys to go grab one of those. I don't prefer both. I'm a good dude on Illustrator, but my actual designer, he's ill on Photoshop. You know what I mean? But if he's busy and if I needed something like done right now, and if I'm sitting here panicking like, bro, I need to do this shit, I already have the skill set to do it because it was all self-taught. So you can go grab that for free as well inside of my Discord group, or you guys can use my affiliate link below, and it's only going to be $30 a month for you guys. Also too, when it comes to doing your drops and everything like that, like I told you, we're not putting up no money up front. And the reason why we're not putting up no money up front is just due to the simple fact that if your product is not proven in the marketplace, I tell people this 100 times over and over, embed this in your mind. Like even if I got to shake the camera, to make you understand this. If your product is not proven in the market, do not do pre-made. We're going to do pre-order. And for those people that don't know what pre-order is, or if you guys want me to break it down, it's as simple as this. We have everything that I just said, all these different apps. We got the website. We have everything ready to go. We do the drop. We don't have no product in-house. We're going to wait to see how many people from the market came and actually bought our stuff. When all the sales come in and all the ching, 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 the Shopify notifications are just ringing. And then you just scrolling, happy as fuck. All that money that comes in, that's what we're using to go buy the production. And then that's what we're using to pay off our bills. And that's what we're using to pay back our marketing. And then the rest is your net profit. And then that's what you're throwing into the bank. So for this, I will always put zero out of pocket because this always varies. For some people that's already got motion, they might be spending $3,000 on production, or they might be spending $5,000 or $10,000 or $100,000. I don't know. But for those that are just starting out, which I'm assuming that every single one of you boys that's listening are just starting out, I highly advise you guys to do not put any money up front besides the samples. And the samples might be like $30. And then you can use those samples for like your TikTok videos and photography and lookbooks and photo shoots and editorials and all that good stuff. So the second to last thing that you're going to need is a Rollo label printer. And you're probably wondering like, what the hell is that? And like I told you guys at the beginning of this, when you went to Uline to go grab all that printer label paper, that's basically for your label printer. So then everything is printing out. And the best thing about the label printer is you never have to put ink in it or anything like that. And it is perfect for the postage, to slap it on there, to ship out all of your orders. And if you want to find it for a reasonable cost, I highly advise you guys to go to Amazon. They're up there anywhere between $180 to $200. Obviously, if you got Prime, that shit is at your doorstep the next day. And then you can get started with that. Also as well, another thing that you're going to need for your clothing brand is ShipStation. Now you're probably wondering what the hell is ShipStation? And ShipStation is an app that we're going to connect also as well to our Shopify store. And when all those orders coming in and you just having a field day of all those notifications, ShipStation is going to move everything over to their platform. So now you can ship out all of your orders in a timely fashion. And then you just see it coming out the Rollo printer and you are happy as fuck. And you can't wait to ship out all of those orders. And you just see this big stack and it's going all around the world. This last one is kind of like a bonus that you're going to need, but that's obviously a credit card so you can run Instagram and Facebook ads. Now, if you guys are struggling to go get business line of credit, I can get any single person out there $50,000 to $100,000 in business line of credit. And if you don't believe me, look at the receipt right here. I have nothing to cap about. This girl right here is one of my mentees. Her first week working with me, she touched 120 bands and she only had a 760 credit score and an LLC that was 2 years old that made no money. And the reason why I'm saying that you guys are going to need a credit card, because that's the only way that you guys are going to scale up your brand. Think about it. And this is for the people that have a little bit of motion. You slap a damn credit card on some boost post. Now, let's just say you spending $1,000 a day. You're reaching over 260,000 eyeballs a day. So then with them 260,000 eyeballs, let's just say 1% of that is even converting right to your site. And then another percent of that is converting into sales. Even if you're breaking even, it's like, who cares? Because you're still collecting data and then you're getting more sales, right? But the whole key is like data. So then even on the next drop, that's when you can become profitable and stuff like that. That's how I just look at it. Everybody's different, but regardless, even when you are scaling and even when you are profitable on the front end, why not go spend $1,000, $5,000 a day? So then you just got this shit printing and then you're never getting sick of the notifications. You just like, holy fuck, like we drowning in money. You see in $250,000 months, $1 million months and stuff like that. So if you guys recap this video again, I highly advise you guys to rewatch it. And for the people out there that do not have a clothing brand and they don't have a clue, or they already got a clothing brand, but they're not seeing anywhere between $100,000 to $1,000 $1,000 a day, I highly advise you guys to click the link below into my free clothing brand course. Yes, I made one for free for the people that needs to see anywhere between $100 to $1,000 a day to get their brand started and to get some motion with their brand. So with that being said, and like how I always end it, always remember to embrace the craft and divorce from the result. I'm out. Mwah.